Adding details can completely transform your painting, making it lively, refined, and eye-catching. But at the same time, using details incorrectly can completely ruin your work. My name is Nick, this is my art channel, and today we're going to talk about details, how to work with them correctly, and how to avoid mistakes that can completely devalue all your work. The choice of today's topic is not accidental. The thing is, my friend kindly lent me his macro lens and I couldn't wait to try it out, and since we're talking about macro shooting, what else to talk about but details, right? In this video, I will show you the final stage of working on my master copy of Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam. If you haven't seen the episode about its making and you are interested, you can watch it here. So, let's talk about the details. In general, it's a matter of taste and personal preference, as well as the style in which you work. Some people like rough impasto painting, large brush strokes, and the overall impression. Others, on the contrary, prefer a subtle, refined, and detailed style. Personally, I think that there is a certain magic in the meticulously detailed works of the masters of the past. I remember how as a child I could spend hours looking at reproductions of paintings by old Dutch masters. They have a special, almost magical quality. You fall into them like into a fairy tale. It's like a time machine. You start looking at these cobbled streets with little people walking along them, dressed in the fashion of 300 years ago, ripe fruits in the paintings of Flemish masters, or the majestic and beautiful frigates of Dutch marine painters. All this is the power of detail. Details help to create history. A painting becomes not just a beautiful flat image, but a fascinating book that you can read for hours. If you like this style and want to achieve a similar effect in your own work, the most important thing to understand is never to start working on the details too early. What do I mean? I'm saying that you should always start with the bigger and more general stuff. Working firstly on the composition, the right tonal relationships, color resolutions, and other important things. If we dive into the details too early without first deciding on the fundamental artistic tasks, we'll lose sight of the big picture. We'll have no foundation. Imagine that a painting is a magnificent palace with stucco moldings and exquisite turrets. But we don't start construction with the turrets, do we? First we clear the land, then we dig a foundation pit, pour the foundation, erect the walls, and lay the floors, and only at the very end we start decorating. Because a palace is first and foremost a house that should be warm and provide shelter from the rain and wind. And for that you need a foundation, walls, and the roof. Do you understand what I mean? It's the same in painting. Exactly the same principle. First the foundation, then the walls, then the roof, and only then the spires, moldings, and sculptures. Once you have created a solid foundation, solved all the main pictorial problems, and are ready to start working on the details, you enter what is perhaps the most magical stage of working on a painting, and I would not rush it. Why do I say magical? Magical because you see the painting transforming before your eyes, coming to life. You see how just a few strokes, a corrective glaze or the addition of a highlight can turn your painting into a small piece of art. This is the moment when an artist can experience at least a brief sense of satisfaction from his work, because he sees life being born on the canvas. Maybe it sounds too pretentious, but feeling satisfaction from your work is very important. if only it gives us the strength to move forward, to continue working, to continue improving. That is why I suggest not rushing at this stage of the work, but spending some time on it. Approach the stage of working on the details diligently, responsibly, and with a great deal of care and precision, and you will definitely be satisfied with the result, because the more we give to a painting, the more we get in return. This has been proven by time and the experience of generations. But here another danger lies in wait for us, getting too carried away with the details. Knowing when to stop is also an art. A sense of balance is necessary in everything. In painting, in life, in everything. And by the way, I think now it's a good time for me to stop. I think my master copy is finished and I am quite satisfied with it. Of course, it could have been done better. It can always be done better. Art is a never-ending path to perfection. But anyway, I think I'm quite happy with the result. I hope, my friends, you found this video useful. And by the way, please write me in the comments what do you think about the macro shooting in this video. Did you like these detailed shots, and should I add them to my videos sometimes? I would be very happy to hear your opinion on this matter. And now I wish you all the best and creative success, and see you in the next episode. Bye!